Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm going to be your social worker today. I just wanted to go over our confidentiality agreement before we get started. Just want you to know that anything you say to me will stay between us unless you say anything that shows me you're going to hurt yourself or hurt somebody else. Okay, can I just have you sign right here, please? Thank you. So I'll just give you a little background information. At our organization, we specialize in helping teens who are having problems with school or family. I'm going to take some notes at the end of the session. If you want to see them, you can feel free to take a look at them.
All right.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about what brought you in here today?
Well, I'll tell you about myself first. I'm a junior in high school. I'm 16. I used to love school. I was like a straight A student. My parents were so proud of me. Like, I was their favorite child. I mean, I didn't do anything to let them down, but when you're 16 and you love school that much, you kind of give off the vibe you're a little nerdy. And I don't know, I felt like out of the loop. I just didn't fit in. And one day, one of my classmates asked me if I wanted to come to a party, so I thought that there was my opportunity to like fit in, so I went.
How was that?
Well, you're not going to tell anybody what I tell you, right?
No, as long as you're not going to hurt yourself or you're not going to hurt anything else, you can tell me anything.
Right, well, we started drinking, and as the night went on, kept drinking, doing shots, and I really liked it. I felt like I was a cool kid, like I fit in with everybody. Everyone was noticing me now. I wasn't that nerdy girl at school anymore, so, like, I kept getting invited out, and I would keep going to parties, and like my grades started dropping, and I could tell my parents were starting to get a little worried about me. So.
Had this been a group of friends that you had hung out with before, or did you just know them through school?
I just like knew them through school, but the girl who invited me out, her name's Alyssa, and we became really close now. So I'm in with the cool crowd now.
So do you want to tell me a little bit more about what happened that night? Did something significant happen that made you want to come here?
Well, I mean, that was my first experience, like drinking alcohol and all. And I mean, after that, like I said, I just kept getting invited out more, and I would just drink and drink and drink, and eventually, like, you go to parties and alcohol is not the only thing there sometimes. So other people were smoking weed, and I thought maybe I should just try it, and I tried it, and then I started smoking more and more.
And that's when you started noticing the drop in your grades?
Yeah, it was definitely affecting my schoolwork.
How often were you smoking and drinking?
Well, it's definitely every weekend thing. I would drink, and then with the smoking, it would be whenever, like, my friends would get the weed, we would just go and smoke a joint.
Were your parents ever aware of what was going on?
I mean, they knew something was going on, but I don't think they really had a clue at first, but they definitely noticed now, like, I used to love getting up and be excited going to school, but now, like, they gotta drag me out of bed.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'm hungover. So.
And parents sometimes can pick up on when something's going on with their kids.
I'm definitely letting them down.
Why do you feel like you're letting them down?
What? I don't know, like, I used to be such, like, a good girl, and I just made them so proud of me. I got good grades, and now, like, I drink, I smoke weed, like, who would be proud of that?
Sure, your parents are also very worried about you, too. What do you think about that?
I mean, that's kind of why I'm here today. Like, I definitely think I need some type of help. I don't want to let my parents down. I want them to be proud of me again. I would like to do something with my life eventually, but I feel like the path I'm on now, I'm not going to go anywhere.
It sounds like you care a lot about what your parents think about you. do you want to tell me a little bit about your relationship with your parents before you started doing everything? It'll help me get a better understanding of how you were brought up and...
Well, my dad works, and my mom is a stay-at-home mom.
Mm-hmm.
My dad had really decent job, so my mom didn't really have to work. So
Mm-hmm.
I was really close to my mom. She was like my best friend. I would tell her everything,
Mm-hmm.
but once I started getting involved with the wrong crowd, like I kind of pushed away from her.
Mm-hmm.
Like that wasn't cool anymore. Like I needed cool friends.
Right.
And I started getting involved in that stuff, and I'd be out of the house. Some nights I wouldn't even make it home.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even remember where I was at.
That must be scary for you.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely scary. I wake up sometimes and have no clue
Mm-hmm.
where I was, or I would be home and have no idea how I made it home.
Do you have any other siblings?
I have an older brother.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good child. He
Mm-hmm.
works, and I don't know, I feel like I'm the bad child now, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of like a disgrace to the
Mm-hmm.
family.
That's really harsh to judge yourself like that, and it shows strength that you're here trying to get help with what's going on. You see that you have a problem. I think
Mhm.
that's really powerful for a 16-year-old to recognize that they're struggling, and that's what we're here for. So my question for you is, what are some goals that you'd like to accomplish while you're here?
Well, I mean, I definitely think I need help, because,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after the marijuana, like, it just kept continuing, and, like, that wasn't enough, just like the alcohol wasn't enough, so I had to start smoking.
Mm-hmm.
After the marijuana, like, I started using other drugs.
Mm-hmm. What other types of drugs were you using?
Coke.
Mm-hmm.
We would snort coke sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like disgusting, I know.
We don't look at it like that. We look at it as you're young, you're trying to, make friends, and that's what we're here to help you, and I'll be there for you through this process so that you can get better. How often were you doing cocaine?
That was kind of just like, it started out like on the weekends when I'd be at the parties, but now I feel like I kind of need it every day to like function. And one time I just had a bad experience.
Do you want to talk about that experience?
I was at a party one time, and I mean, I guess I did a little too much, and I woke up and I was in the ER,
Mm-hmm.
and they told me like I was almost died, and they had to revive me. And ever since then, I kind of like, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
I realized I really needed to do something.
Yeah, that's a really scary situation.
Yeah, and to see like my parents there, like
They
crying.
were probably very upset too.
Yeah, so that's why I came here, because I definitely want to do something to get some help. But I feel like it's gonna be tough. I don't know if I have the strength to stop.
You definitely do have the strength to stop. Showing that you're here and that you've told me that you do want to make something of your life and you want to go to school and continue and get a career. Those are all positive things, and those show that you do have the strength to stop. And there are a few options that we have that would you like me to go over them for you?
Yeah, because I don't really know much.
Well, there's 12-step programs.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be like you're with a group of people, or you can do individual. You go through different like stages in your recovery. You could do a residential treatment, which you're living there. There's individual counseling, and there's also group counseling.
Okay.
And sometimes with group counseling, that'll be good because you'll see that you're not alone and that there are other people who feel the same way as you. And sometimes that really helps people
I wish
get
my
through it.
friends would come with me. That would make it a little
Which
easier.
friends? Your friends that you party with, or?
Yeah, because I mean, they're like my friends. Like, it's
Mhm.
going to be hard to, like, do it alone.
Do you think that being around them would make it harder on you?
Yeah, I think I would definitely need to find new friends if this is
Mhm.
really what I want to do. I think I need to cut
Mhm.
them off.
And it would be good you can keep in contact with them, but maybe during your recovery it wouldn't be beneficial for you to stay in touch with them, especially if they're not in the same stage as you trying to get help. Did you have any other friends before you met Alyssa and before you started getting involved?
Yeah, I had friends. We would do our homework together, you know, little nerdy stuff like that. And I mean, I guess, but they kind of just look at me and give me dirty looks now. Like, I'm not the same person I used to be. But maybe if I do get some help and I become clean, like, they give me another chance. Just like I hope my parents did too.
I think your parents are probably just very concerned about you, and they want you to get better, and I'm sure your friends will support you, especially they know that this is a time where you're going to need true friends, not just a time where you're going to have your friends who are getting you, like, sick, where you're landing in the hospital. That's not a very healthy relationship. So what I would like to see happen for you would be you in a group treatment. I think that would be really good for you. I think
maybe I can meet friends there.
Yeah,
we're all at the same level.
Yeah, and you guys can help each other out. I see that you're a very strong girl, and it's good. You're young, and you're getting your life back now before anything else takes a hold of you. I just want to know. You talked a little bit when I asked you what your goals were. You said to just get help.
Yeah.
Is there any other goals that you wanted to reach?
Well, like you said, I want to get help. I mean, I don't know what I would do with school. Like what I mean, it is almost the end of the year, so I guess maybe I could do treatment during the summer, and then hopefully I could bring my grades back up next year. That's something I would like to do.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm 16. I think maybe I should start looking for a job eventually.
We can help you do that too. There are a lot of places that start hiring people at age 16.
Okay.
And with school, your teachers will be very understanding, and there's always summer school programs that you could go to if you wanted to start this right now.
Okay.
And we can always get in contact with your teachers there. But I definitely think it would be a good idea for you to stick with this, and we'll be there for you every step of the way.
Thanks. That makes me feel a little bit better.
You're welcome. Do you have any other questions at all? Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
I think that's it. I was kind of nervous before, so I feel like everyone's going to judge me, but I feel a lot better talking to you. Thank you.
You're welcome. And don't look at it as people judging you. They're going to see that you're doing the right thing for yourself. You're getting yourself better, and you're getting on the right track. And maybe eventually, if you start talking to your other friends, they'll see what you've done and how you've come along, and maybe it will help them too. And it seems like you have a really good, supportive family.
Yeah, I want to get that back. I want to be my mom's best friend.
I think your mom would like that too.
Yeah.
So, what days would be good for you to come back, and we can start setting up, like...
well, I have classes next week, so would Saturday be okay?
Yeah, we can do Saturday, and then what we can do first is we can look at some of the options that we talked about for treatment, and then maybe after treatment or a little during, we could find out a job. And then we can also, I wouldn't worry about your school. We can figure out some summer school programs so you can graduate with your class on time next year, because I'm sure that's important to you too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you have any other problems in between the next time you see me, you can always call us.
Okay.
And let us know if there's anything else we can do for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
He just gets mad really easily.
Oh, okay. Does he work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He works at a construction place. He works most of the time throughout the week.
So he may be stressed. I don't know what to say.
You don't have to stop it, because we can edit it out.
Oh, this is terrible.
You'll be fine.
Right. Where's that? I don't know if he works at a construction site. What do I say? Can we just start over completely?
Yeah.
I don't you stumped me. Hi, my name's Kelsey. I'm gonna be your Stop! Yeah, let me just start over. Did I stop it? No.
No, it's still recording.
How do I
Hit the record button again.
Oh, this one?
Mhm.